Hello everyone, I'm Lincoln, and at long last we're back again for another Talking Japanese Plastic. Sorry these are not coming out as often as they used to, but I don't have as much Japanese stuff to show off as I used to. At least not until it arrives from Japan, or I find it in one of my bins of old stuff. So, finally, at long last, after ordering him back in January, I finally got Kamen Rider Gaim, AC01. I'm excited. I mean, of all the AC riders, if I could only have one, I'd like to have the one that's the main character. It'd be nice. Here's the box, since I got it from HLJ and not some random place on Amazon. It is in pristine condition. It's very nice, shows you the interchange with Baron, who I'll get at some point. He's on the list of things I've ordered, so in theory I'll get him sometime this year. I already know, what is it? Gurdon and his Dandelion are in, so once a second item comes in, I'll have those shipped out. But enough about that. We're here to talk about our buddy Gaim. Hold on a sec, I'm going to drop this down a little bit. There we go. And even without his armor, accessories, or anything, Gaim's basic mode looks pretty good. The navy blue almost, that just dark purpley blue with the gold looks great. He's got the standard kind of padding pattern on his chest. He's got the gold highlights throughout, which are nice. Sengoku driver. He also has a lockseed holder. And the holster for the Muso saber. Not the Muso. Oh yeah, that is the Muso saber. Almost got it confused with his other. Head looks great. Love that crest. Standard hole in the head for the arms change gimmick. Exact same posability as I showed you with Kurakage. You know, the shoulders are fine. It's basic, but not bad. Not super basic. You know, we can get a bunch of great poses out of him. He can do most of the stuff you're going to want him to do. So, pretty good overall. Like that, not bad. But, you're not buying these figures just for this. Oh no. We need these guys. Here's the orange arms. Pretty coherent sphere. You've got to have some notches and stuff for the gimmick to work. But altogether, pretty easy. Once again, we just slide this over his head. Everything's all snapped in on all four. And then we can pop the sides down and fold these guys up. I like to do the head reveal last, so I pop this off, make sure you disconnect it from the back of the head with its little peg and such. And then, bam! Kamen Rider Gaim! And I know these arms change things don't do a whole lot, they just kind of add some armor to the top, but it really changes the figures and really makes them look full and whole again. I love these things. He's got his chest plate, the shoulder pads. We got a little spoiled when I reviewed Kurakage first, because has just a flat piece that goes along the back. Most of the arms change figures from Gaim are going to have just a big round thing on the back. Though that's not too big a deal. We'll live with it for such a fun toy. We've got, kind of tell with this lighting, I know it's a little tricky, we've got the orange visor in the back. I just love how nicely these work with the helmets. I also love that he's got his little orange navel, or the little stem bit coming off the top. Overall, pretty sweet. I'm very happy to have our main character here. Now, this is not all that he comes with. He gets the Dai Maru, which anyone who uses the orange lock seed has access to. And there we go. Also, since he's using, I forget what it's called, there's specific variants of all the Sengoku drivers, and if you're using the right type of Sengoku driver, you get a Muso Saber, which looks pretty good. I love that it's a gun and a sword, and there's no transformation between it. In the show, he just, starts firing. It's got the little tiny section for a lock seed molded in. Don't get excited, that circle there, or that little divot, is not for tiny little lock seeds. It's so you can attach it to his holster. So, right, take this little peg, it goes in that little hole. You can peg it in however you want, and then you've got this, it's angled, so you can just kind of have that sit nicely. One quick second, I'm going to try and pose him a little bit. Nothing major, but a bit of a pose. And that's Gaim all armored up with all of his stuff. And isn't it great? I really, really like this, and I'm very happy he finally came in. Oh, one more thing to show off. The Muso Saber and the Daidaimaru, just as in the show, can combine into one big crazy weapon. It's completely escaping me if this thing has a name and if it does, what it is. So that's great. I love this guy. I can't recommend him enough. If you're a big fan of Gaim, if you only get one arms change figure, I'd say get the main character. Some of the other things later get a little more interesting, and there's a bunch of different... It's hard to just collect one of these, really. I've got a bunch on order that I'm waiting to slowly roll in. But I can't wait. I guess next we will show you what he looks like swapped with... No, wait. Before we show him swapped with Kurakage, I'll do a quick jump cut, and I will put him on the tulip hopper. Yeah, I know. So, give me a second, and we'll be back with Gaim on a tulip hopper. And here we have Kamen Rider Gaim on the silly tulip hopper. Yeah. Well, he stands on it and looks good, and you can do stuff with it, but I can't get over the tulip hopper, man. I mean, I get it. I understand that it's a walker and there's guns on it. It's essentially a big shield here and all. That's great, but oh, what a weird thing. But Gaim looks alright on it. It's pretty much anyone's going to. He can hold it, he can stand on it. I've got him doing a little charge action with the Daidaimaru. It's fun times. Now we're going to do another cut, and I will show Gaim and Kurakage with their armor and such switched. And here we have Gaim and Kurakage with their arms switched. So we have Kurakage orange arms, and actually, it's not Kurakage. I forget what the actual character's name is right now. So he's in orange arms. We've got Gaim and Kurakage arms. Gaim doesn't look too bad with it. The brown and the rest of the colors don't work too great, but it looks pretty good. The helmet, I think, looks great. Works very, the actual pinecone helmet works great with the Gaim front and the crest and all. That looks really nice. You can see a lot easier than the orange. You've got the yellow behind the visor now. He's got his little super wobbly staff. And then I'm just going to keep calling him Kurakage since I forget the character's name. He looks pretty cool with the orange arms. The black and orange definitely looks good. The black gives it a little more of a... it makes him feel a little like it's evil or some sort of shadow version of Gaim. Head looks pretty good with it, with the new helmet. That orange going on inside. And a neat thing I noticed after getting Gaim was that the Kurakage here has a little hole in the side of his belt. So you can actually put the Muso Saber holster on him and have him wield it if you like. So that is all I've got for Kamen Rider Gaim AC01 Orange Arms. It's a fantastic little figure. I'm really digging these little arms change guys. I can't wait for more of them to show up. Maybe another week or two. I got 2 last time, so I will have another one of these reviews next week. I won't tell you what, since it's not like you guys can guess what I'm doing from the order. I like to keep it a surprise. It's more fun that way, huh? Anyway, this has been Lincoln. I've been talking Japanese plastic, and I will see you guys next time.